The Leatherman OHT is the only Leatherman multi-tool that supports one-hand operation for all of its tools, and all of its tools can be accessed externally, which means you don't have to unfold it to use the knives, the blade, the bottle opener, and all the other stuff. And before we dive into details, I want to do a quick size comparison with other popular best-selling tools from Leatherman. This is the Wave Plus. You can see it is significantly larger than the Wave Plus. It is longer and it is thicker. It is very comparable to the Leatherman Surge. It's slightly bigger, but not as heavy as the Leatherman Surge. It is also should be compared with the Gerber MP600, which is also one-hand opening for the pliers, but all of its other tools are hidden inside the handles, just like many other traditional multi-tools. Okay, I forgot to mention that it also comes with a sheath. It's a moly sheath with Velcro tapes, and it can be attached to the backpack or the belt. Okay, and the other Leatherman tools with assisted pliers, spring-loaded pliers, is really a nice touch, such like as the Leatherman Sidekick or the Windman. However, the spring is not exposed here. You can sort of see the spring right there. So that's the unique design from the Leatherman OHT. And also note there is a lock on this side that if we spin it counterclockwise, it will be able to lock the pliers. So the plier won't be able to deploy unless you rotate it clockwise, then press these buttons to release the pliers. It is very satisfying and super smooth to operate. Unlike the MP600, yeah, it gets stuck sometimes and does require a little bit of, getting used to. Well, this thing is super smooth. It can be done with one hand easily and quite sturdy. There's no rattling, no play, but MP600, somehow it shakes a little bit. This plier part is kind of loose. Here, there's no play. Replaceable wire cutters. Now let's take a look at all the tools. A little flathead screwdriver, Phillips, can opener, another flathead screwdriver or a pry bar, a very sharp, razor sharp straight edge knife, a saw, wood saw. And on this side, we get the oxygen tank wrench and the safety belt cutter, strip cutter, and of course another flathead screwdriver, a serrated edge tool, serrated edge knife for cutting through materials. Cuts very well. Unlike the cuts differently than the straight edge knife. So that's all the tools from the Leatherman OHT. And keep in mind the blades are smaller. This is the Leatherman Wave. That's the serrated edge knife. You can see it is shorter. And that would be because of the you know, the design, the nature of this product, they all folds into one handle. Note the locking mechanism is exactly the same. You have to depress this part before you can fold this tool. So the length of the tool is sort of like the length of two tools combined. So that's really limiting its the length of the blade and other smaller tools. Okay, I'm gonna fold all of these tools inside. Kind of stiff, may require a little bit of breaking in. So that's the serrated knife, serrated edge knife. Let's compare the blades with the wave. It is shorter, yes, for sure, yes. But I still like it if you need one-hand operation. This is a great tool to have. I've never seen this design anywhere else from all of the other Leatherman tools. This is the Leatherman Surge. The Surge is still larger. Looks like it is larger. It is longer than the OHT. And the OHT looks like it is slightly larger than the Leatherman MP600. Longer pliers, needle nose pliers, replaceable wire cutters. Yeah, overall, I think if you compare it with the Gerber MP600, I think this tool is significantly well designed, and the build quality is not the same. It feels like a sheet metal, but don't get me wrong, I think I still like this MP600, but just doesn't feel as substantial as the OHT. It is thicker. You can sort of, you know, feel the metal flexing. Only if I, you know, just grip it with a lot of force, it kind of, you know, deforms a little bit. But here it's really solid. It's, yeah. And not to mention the spring-loaded pliers is really a nice touch. That is the Leatherman Sidekick with a more pointier needle nose pliers. Yeah, great tool, highly recommended. Buttery smooth and satisfying. All right, thank you very much for watching. Hope you find this review helpful.